rest of them are just elms and old pine that shot up. But anyway.
Did we have terrible prices whenever we had to have a little tree work done before? I had to be sure it was somebody that bonded and licensed.
Well, that's when we cut some big trees down up by the house. You know, down here, you know, I don't think that really matters. There's nothing they can drop a tree on to hurt anything or anybody. If they dropped them in the middle of the road, it still wouldn't hurt anything.
Right.
Thank you.
But anyway, I think they're going to explore some other avenues. It took years to get looking like that. It can take a while to find somebody to do something. But other than that, the park's looking good.
It takes a little while getting lined. Will the TDC inmates down there at East Town do any of that?
I don't know.
So you governmental entities that ought to be able to
We can
help you.
We can check on work. Lawson,
Sure.
is mowing our grass for us, and I asked him to give us a bid to get his crew, you know, to go down there and do it. And he went and looked at it and came back. He said, "I'm not really good at bidding that." I said, "Well, we're not in a hurry. Let you guys look at it and see how long they think it'll take them." And I've already talked to the city. The city will allow them if they cut them down, haul them down there to nothing. They'll run it through the chipper. So we don't have to burn them or pile them up or dispose of them.
Well, Jose that used to work for Philip Frizzell is on his own now. He might be another person to look at.
Okay.
I don't know his last name.
If you can find a way to get a hold of him, we'll sure talk to him.
Juanita has him doing some stuff in her.
The Votech school is doing good. Suzanne has got it's going to be on the cover of the new phone book. So she's doing the phone book and submitted that picture, and that's what they're going to put on the front of the new phone book.
I saw from the minutes from the previous meeting where it said the enrollment was up. Do you know what the enrollment is, or what?
No, I don't know exactly what it is. It's 2 something. But he's writing us an update for our webpage. So, but it's doing well.
A bunch of cars on it.
Well, some of that's workforce office up there too. So, but anyway, they're doing well. Economic development update. We're still working with the machine shop. It's not turned down by the community bank, but probably is going to be. But she is working with us through some. They think it's a good deal. They just went through a huge audit, lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. We're a little gun shy. They did well on the audit, but she's going to help us through some other SBA lenders to look at it. She still thinks it's a doable deal.
He's using community bank now?
He was, but and still could. It is not. It's on appeal, but probably not going to be approved on appeal. But we have a couple more banks that are looking at it. Plus, there's some non-bank SBA lenders out there that don't have to play with the same regulations that a bank does. And Gary and him are very much willing to go ahead. So we're moving on with that. The Progress is still working at the state school. I really don't know where it is. Hopefully he can get some funding together.
My last discussion was whether he was we're trying to put together a draft of a lease agreement, one that the county can live with and he can live with. Not that it's going to be signed anytime, but he's got to have something to go back to deal with the federal government to see if under that lease agreement they'll fund him. So we got to begin somewhere. So I hope that by the end of this week I have a draft of a lease agreement, which he can just take with him and go. At the same time, I will send it to the state to see
They can run over.
see what their feelings are on it. And right now, that's as much as has been done. Still a lot up in the air. I don't know
Is the
if
building
they'll come
still,
together or not.
are they still being maintained?
Yes. Oh, they're nice. They're doing a heck of a job of maintenance out there.
He has had his initial meeting with his architect out there. And then I think he's coming back. I don't think it's this week, I think it's next week, to try to, get all the measurements that he needs.
Well, we've given him how many sets of the pictures.
Yeah.
In fact, finally, this last time he asked, and it took Suzanne about half a day, she emailed them all to him. So
They
he-
took 3 hard copies and then one of the best one emails.
This is the shelter for homeless veterans,
Mhm.
women.
Mhm. The Terrace furniture is, they've already got about 3 or 4 semis full of furniture in the warehouse over there. Do have 2 employees hired. So they are in business. We're waiting right now for contract. Pemberton's preparing the contracts. So when we get those contracts, we'll get them signed. But they are in business, have leased the warehouse.
They leased the whole building or
No, just half.
just half of it?
Earl's Manufacturing
You still in?
has got boxes and boxes and boxes of clothes in their store. In the other half. M&D Supply is doing well. They're doing. The pipeline group will be unloading the pipe on the rail spur just south of the loop on 19. We did not get the storage of the pipe. We've got a pipe yard that's about 5 miles east of town that was used once before, and it's right about where the right of the pipe route of the pipeline is. I'm still talking to them, trying to get them to change their mind.
Is that Craycraft's problem?
I'm not sure. I know.
That's wrong, thank you. You said just south of the loop, is that?
That's where they're gonna unload it, at the big rail spur that's right behind Zilka.
Where the Hill Camp used to be?
That's where they're
Up to
gonna
it,
bring the
so-
pipe in and load it.
You say they're going east of town currently?
And that's where the pipeline's gonna come through, is it?
Yeah, this is One Oak or whatever it is.
One Oak.
One Oak.
And, but I'm still trying to deal with them to offload the pipe here because, and I've talked to the people out of here that are here now, and the guy's gonna oversee it. And yes, where they've got their pipe yard is closer to where the pipeline's gonna go through. But from there, a lot of it's still gonna have to come all the way back to the loop and go around and go out because there's too many load zone bridges for them to cut across with the big loads of pipe. So we're still hoping to possibly move that pipe in here. It doesn't look all that good. But they put it out for bid and the bid's been awarded. Another thing I received this invitation to Elmer's 50th wedding anniversary to the board to invite all of us
Congratulations, Elmer.
to be there Saturday, November the 3rd, 20 to 12. Only thing they forgot was to put what time.
And that was because you would RSVP that way.
Oh.
That's what Shirley told me. Uh-huh.
But everybody does have an invitation to their 50th wedding anniversary.
November.
And we're going to need to go into executive session, so
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna excuse you for a few minutes.
Okay, that's fine. Here, I'll just leave most of my stuff in here, so I'll take the camera.
And you need a motion on, is it or is it not for sale?
I make a motion the property is not for sale.
That's it.
Motion been made and seconded. Questions, discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion? Aye. It's unanimous. It's not for sale.
We had an inquiry on the house that's in the industrial park to purchase it, but they wanted to make a multifamily living unit out of it, which does not fit in with our plans for the industrial park. And so it's not for sale.